make the indication. Now, got a traffic island in the road, so I can't go and use the chevrons just yet, and I've got one vehicle in front. He's clear, and over into the middle of the road to my ghost islands. Now, we've got a vehicle that's approaching me in my lane. I can't see what's in front, behind him. Happy now that I can see what's behind him, and then going into a 20-mile-an-hour limit. So we've got up ahead, road closed. So just be mindful of that one. And looking round to the vehicle oncoming, just be, yeah, so these vehicles are happy to wait for me there. Thank you very much. And that car that's really close, I've just passed her. So I've arrived past her destination before she arrived at it. So we've got one vehicle from the right, one vehicle from the left there. Let that vehicle from the left clear and park vehicles on the left. Just walking it through now. I'm at 15 miles an hour, and there's the cat running across the road further up ahead. Got the vehicle behind me now, so bending round towards the right with one vehicle coming out from the left. So I've got the sun now in my eyes a little bit as well. As we bend round towards the right, happy with the vehicle from the left, and looking for any vehicles coming up from ahead of us, with the parked vehicles on the left hand side. As we come round towards the offside now, we've got a car parking the car as well. They're a little bit out, so there's a lot of turning going on, and clear on that one. Bends round to the left with a junction over towards the left hand side. Got the mirror checks in as well as I come over to the near side. It's a 20 miles an hour still. Now it's going to be in a 30 miles an hour. So as we come round, not quite safe to go 30 miles an hour, not just yet, until the limit point starts to extend out. Road surface is wet. We've got a works vehicle on the right hand side, hazard lines on the right hand side as well. They're mirrors, and nobody behind me at the moment as we're coming along now, picking up a bit of pace. Got a car oncoming, and we've got lane restrictions further up ahead. We have priority, and I've got a van that's going to come up behind me as well. That's running quite quickly. So looking at the header now, no traffic. Mirrors over towards the offside as we come along now. We have priority. Got the van behind me. Still a 30 mile an hour limit. Junction on the right hand side. Happy with that. And a van coming towards us. Coming into a national speed limit further up ahead with the van behind me. We're running at 28 mirrors over towards the offside. Put the indication in because we've got that pedestrian. Van's gone round that pedestrian nicely. Bends round towards the right and towards, got vehicles behind me still. Back onto the drive as the limit point extends out. Thinking about that person as well and how I saw that one, even though the sun was blinding me in the eyes. So it bends round towards the right. Hazards. We're in a national, picking up a bit of pace now. Just be mindful though that we've got ice patches on the left hand side. Opening on the left hand side, that parabolic mirror gave it away, and we've got a bit of debris there. Not going to push it too hard along this, a little bit of straight. Bends round to the left and can see that we've got puddles and ice on the left hand side. Easing up round towards the left with the van behind me. Putting a bit of pressure on now. Now we can see that the lanes start to narrow. Hazard lines. We've got staggered crossroads, single track road ahead of us, parked vehicle on the right hand side just to add a bit of more hazards to it with the parabolic mirror on the left hand side. Easing up off the drive. Now we've got one vehicle coming on there, mirrors coming to a stop now with the van coming up behind, in front of me. The van behind me's come to a nice steady stop. We've got a thank you, lovely, and off we go down to this single track road now. I'm looking at that parabolic mirror up ahead, see if there's anything there. I'm just covering the brakes now, slowing it down there and giving it a hoot. Nobody round to the back right. Ice on the left hand side, vehicle oncoming. Can then walk it through nicely, bends round to the left. Pick up a bit of pace. One vehicle from the right, so there's a junction to the right hand side, van behind me. Picking up a bit of pace now as we got that junction to the right. Finger sign also gives that away. One vehicle from the right as well, there we go. Bends round to the left. Hazard lines. Van behind me now. Got a bit of distance between us there. That vehicle's running on the line, bending round to the left. As we bend round to the left, over the top of the motorway, picking up a bit of pace, and we're going to take the right hand junction up ahead into a 30. Mirrors, easing up off the drive a little bit, put the indication in. Now we've got a roadworks sign here and telling us some information. Are we going to get to see that? Van's happy behind me, and off we go. The road is closed from the 30th, so we're all right at the moment. We've got one vehicle following behind me. Now it's quite a narrow road. We've got vehicles on the right hand side and driveways and everything on the left hand side. So I'm not going to push it too hard. It's a 30 mph limit anyway, but even 30 miles junction to the left, even a 30 mph limit is a bit too fast along here. We've got parked vehicles on the left hand side. The vehicle behind me has now gone off. I'm just being mindful of the vehicles on the left hand side. All happy with those. We've got a junction to the left hand side, and we've got a new 30 mph speed limit in force. This used to be national, but it's now 30 miles an hour. And to be honest with you, you can never get up to national speed limit along here because it wasn't safe to do so. So still got the 30 mph limit, and I wonder how far now would the 30 mph limit will be with the parked vehicles on the left hand side. Easing up off the drive now, and drops downhill slightly, bends round to the left, looking for any points here. Now it goes into a national speed limit around the corner here. Now look at the mud on the road. Could have ice patches. National speed limit. Still not quite safe to get up to the national speed limit along here as it bends round to the right, looking for any oncoming cars as the limit point comes towards me. Now it extends out and bends round to the left. It's coming towards me now, so I'm easing up off the drive, just bending it round towards the left and taking it nice and easy. We're running about 25 now. We've got one vehicle on there as the limit point opens out. Thank you very much as we come along. We'll navigate that nicely between us as we bend round towards the right. Look at the road surface now. It's a little bit muddy, looking a little bit slippery. Bending round towards the left as it now extends out, the limit point extends out, and now it comes towards us with this little hill onto the left. Over the hill and bends round to the left. No vehicles behind me, one on, bending round to the left. As we come round, I want to keep out of the mud on the left hand side where possible. Excuse me. We've got an opening on the left hand side. Back onto the drive now. As it opens out, again just be mindful of the road surface. Bending round towards the right. There's the frosty bits again. Nobody behind. Easing round towards the left, and then looking, follow my eyes round down the hill and up towards the top now. Can't see any cars coming up. See the green wheelie bin though. Bending round towards the right, looking for any oncoming vehicles, just taking it nice and easy. Back onto my side of the road, as we could expect vehicles coming quite quickly. Now it opens right out. Getting to the middle of the road now, just starting to pick up a bit of pace. Bending round towards the left, and nobody behind me at the moment. Easing round towards the left, we've got a crossroads ahead of us. Just be mindful of that one now. Ready to cover the brakes. Happy with the crossroads left and right, back onto the drive to the right. Bending round to the right with the junction on the left hand side as we come along now. We've got no vehicles behind us at the moment, and back onto the drive as we come up towards the hill. Bending round towards the right, can see where the tree line takes us, and over towards the right again. Easing up off the drive a little bit. I'm going to actually put the second KERS in on this electric vehicle just to give us a little bit of bite onto the KERS, or the regenerative braking, as it bends round to the left, back onto the drive. As we come round towards the right hand side, just mind the debris on the left, slight left up ahead. Can see across the road now, be able to push it a little bit, but we can come into seeing some parked vehicles up ahead at some crossroads. It's clear, so I can actually iron that last corner out. Easing up off the drive a little bit now, slowing down. Roads become nice and dry at this point here, so reducing our speed for the crossroads.